The reason I asked that strange question at the beginning, on what do you base your hope for salvation, is, well, I always ask strange questions, but the other thing being, this: if we misunderstand what Jesus is saying here, we're going to go off in the wrong direction. Okay? So he says here, whoever has my commandments and observes them is the one who loves me, and those are the ones to whom I will reveal myself. When I read this, I have a problem with it. Because if a person's discovery of Christ, the discovery of God, is attributed to the degree to which I can love Him and obey Him, then I'm afraid I'm out of luck. Because what is Jesus telling us? I think the clue is down on the bottom. Listen to what He says here. Whoever loves me will keep my word, and my Father will love him, and we will come to him and make our dwelling with him. And he says then, whoever does not love me does not keep my words, yet the word you hear is not mine, but of the Father who sent me. All right? So the Father sends the Son, right? And then he says, I have told you this while I'm with you, the Advocate, the Holy Spirit, whom the Father will send in my name. Okay, do you catch where this is going? It has to do with our psalm today. It says here in the psalm, our God is in heaven, whatever He wills, He does. All these other idols are made by human beings. When we try to love and obey God without God's presence in our lives already, we are like those people trying to make idols. God has to come to us first. And thank God that God is always coming. You ever heard the term the prime mover? God being the prime mover? All creation comes from God. God is a prime mover. All things existed through God. Even the Son, who is of God, who is God, proceeds from the Father. Even the Spirit proceeds from the Father. So if you are going to love God, and if you're going to obey God, God has to come to you first. That's the gift that God has for you. That's the gift of the Son, is that, yes, we do love Jesus and we obey Him, but only because Jesus is already with us. Nobody believes unless Jesus comes to him first. If God has come to you, raise your hand if God has come to you. Has God not come to you? How about in your baptism? All right? God comes to you in your baptism. If God comes to you this day, I always like to tease people. It's one of my weird weaknesses, or maybe it's a double-edged sword. I don't know. But if God is in you, if you are here, it's because God already loves you and God has already come to you. God created you for salvation before the beginning of the world, it says. He has set everything up, which you and I have to do. And this is where we respond. We are always responding. We never create. We only respond to what God has created. This is our response. We do everything we can. We love to the degree with which we love. We obey to the degree which we can obey. And when you and I fall flat on our faces, we look to God for mercy, and He says, you need some help. And He sends His Spirit. And that's the thing that saves us, is God working in us. Please stand.